Hey guys, Diesel Does Fishing back here for another one. I told you that I was going to be back with a vengeance since I had to take that long 3-week break while buying a house. Well, I'm back. We braved the wilds. We made it out here to one of my favorite ponds to fish. You've seen it on this channel plenty of times. Whew, the conditions are about as ripe as they could possibly be. We had a major astrological alignment thing going on over the last couple of days. We got overcast skies. We've got weather coming in. Tomorrow, which is a Tuesday, we have Tropical Storm Cristobal that's going to be pushing some heavy rain in our direction. We're starting to get the early bands of that later on this afternoon. So we're going to be locked down for a couple of days. We're going to get out here and fish, and we're running on a short timetable, so we're going to do it quickly, shorten down this intro, get right to it. Water conditions are ripe. It's relatively clear, just a little bit of stain in the water. This should be a monster day for light colors, for spinner baits, for anything that's got kind of a shad pattern. Maybe even throw a chatterbait on there. Let's go get it. On the cranking combo, I think I want to start with a chatterbait. Let's see what we've got. We've got something in a white that may be a little too bright for this water, so let's go with something a little more natural. Do I have a chatterbait in a natural bluegill color? Yes, I do. We're going to throw that on with the chatterbait. And with the third combo, I think I want to start with something that's also going to move. So a spinnerbait is going to be where it's at, all the way in the bottom of the tackle box, of course. What have we got in the way of a spinnerbait? Ooh, we got this juicy looking Googan spinnerbait. What do they call that? There's Zinger. We're going to throw that today too. Let's go. Oh, it feels so good to get back here and fish again. Gotta watch for snakes. Water clarity is insane right now. Throwing this Googan Squad Zinger spinnerbait, natural color, kind of orangey, bluegill, sunfish replication, double gold blades, one willow, one Colorado. Looks fantastic. The last 3 big fish I caught were out of this pond right here. Conditions wise, we're gonna hit 85, 90-ish degrees today. We're probably still somewhere in the mid 70s, but man, it is friggin' muggy, humid today. Jeez. Hopefully you won't see the GoPro lens fog up at any point in this video. It might, because it is, we're up there at 90% humidity. God, this thing looks so good. Those double gold blades look so good. That thump, that flash, these bass ought to be all over it. Don't be alarmed. I'm not fishing in a war zone. Just a rifle range. About 500 yards over my left shoulder. Man, over here in these clear shallows, seeing some great small fry activity. We're seeing, 4-inch bass, a whole school of even smaller bass just hanging out over here in these shallows. Maybe that means they're all just kind of hanging out here for protection. They should be kind of cruising in this area, trying to stay away from bigger predator bass that are sitting out in this area. But I'm seeing 40, 50 little 1 to 4-inch babies cruising this area. Run right over there in front of that lay down. That should be a spot a couple of these bass are setting up on right now. Especially trying to ambush these bass that are sitting over here in this light, shallow area. They should be setting up right off of this wood, using that as protection for themselves and keeping an eye on what's venturing out from this little spot over here. I'm sure a lot of fishermen do hit this spot back here because, with Google Maps, everybody can find anything. It's not like there's secret fishing holes anymore. The problem is, it seems like a lot of people use this spot to come back and party. There's a lot of trash back here. Would a pond cleanup video be something you guys want to see on this channel? If I can get 100 likes on this video, I'm going to come back here with a trash bag and clean up as best I possibly can. If you want to see me kind of rescue and support this pond and get some of this trash at least out of the outside so that it doesn't end up in the water, let me know. We just have so much vegetation growing up right here on the edge, and that's You know, that's what I was talking about before. This pond is gonna probably get pretty thick mid to late summer, which is gonna be good for throwing frogs, but it's not there yet. We got some thick mat vegetation over here off to the right side. We got it starting to form up right here. I think what's gonna have to happen is I may have to tie a jig on and see if I can get around that mat and kind of punch through it. Okay, so we got ourselves a little jig tied on, kind of a natural peanut butter and jelly kind of color. Thank you, airplane, for coming over as I'm trying to do this. We've got this. We don't necessarily have anything that matches perfectly. We've got some craws that are in sort of a orangey color. We've got these as well. I might even give these a shot. This is a creature bait. We're a little late in the season to be throwing craws, so we might throw this creature bait instead. It kind of has more of like maybe a little bit of a lizard look to it. So we're gonna throw that on there and see what happens. I have a feeling if I'm gonna catch a fish on a jig in this pond, this is gonna be the spot right here. Just gonna pitch it on both sides. Got to admit, flat out, not that good at pitching jigs. I really should bring my machete over here and chop this area. We could work this whole area right here. Is it just me, or does this kind of feel like a video game? Dual wielding a hatchet and a machete. We did ourselves a favor over there. We made some space. We made some room to be able to get in and cast around that laydown. Ugh, I don't want to know why there's gloves back here. That very much looks like a snake hole. Oh, something's on it. There we go. There we go. Yes. Oh, yeah. All right. We got one. Not a bad bass. Pounder. Ooh. There you go. To the side of the face. What were you doing? Thank you for biting. Ooh, you've had a nice little chunker taken out there. It looks like you got some sort of slash there. Ooh, little bass, you've lived a rough life. Let's just get you right back in. There she goes. Heck yeah. Whew. Right where I thought she might be. Right at the very end, we got our first bite and our first fish in this video. I'd even set the snooze alarm to say, give me 9 more minutes. I feel lucky. I feel like I might have one in me, and we did. So heck yeah. Don't forget, I do have that giveaway of that Shimano reel. I haven't tested it yet, but you saw it in the last video. I'll be giving that away at the 1,000 subscriber mark. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, guess what? You're in the contest. You're already good to go. Back soon with another video here on Diesel Does Fishing.
Are you listening?